The bucket list is getting full. Oh, here we go, here we go.
I want to see one of those toilet flush blow up.
Come on, blow it up right there. Oh, little trout.
I saw his tail stick up.
Oh, there he is. I'll find if I can get that lure to make that trout sound like it's hitting.
Yep.
Most of the time it'll trigger them and they just can't stand that sound.
Yep. They think one of their buddies is up there.
Oh yeah,
having a free meal.
Two of them looking at it. There he is, come on. Here we go, come on. You couldn't stand it when I did that.
Come on, baby, hit it again. Oh, thinking about it.
Oh, God dang it. Still on it.
Still there.
There he is.
There he is. Yeah. I like it when you can talk them into
Baffin Bay, brother, you gotta love it. Coaxed him into eating. That's a good one. Well, what do we say? They're all good. Some are just better than others, brother. It's a redfish. I thought it was a trout. Well, it's a Baffin Bay redfish instead of a Baffin Bay trout. Come on up here a sec, Aubrey. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. If you can see South Texas on one of the most beautiful mornings I think I've ever seen. We're with Capt Aubrey Black from Baffin Bay Rod and Gun. Our main target today is drum, but not this kind of drum. We're trying to get us some big sea trout that live here. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get this guy unhooked. He loved that topwater top dog. And we'll be right back with Capt Aubrey Black right here on Baffin Bay. South Texas, baby. Whew, beautiful.
I love it when you can talk them into hitting like that.
Yeah, man. Using the 7.9 Flats Blue. Got a 4,000 new prototype Sabalos on here that we're trying out. And so far, so good. I like it a lot. But using the 7.9 just so I can reach way out and touch these fish. And if I happen to hook a big trout, you want to get your rod up as high as you can. There's a lot of rocks down there that they can cut you off on. So hopefully you'll get into the boat.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That one might have a little size to him there, Aubrey. Hey, when they're shaking that one spot, let's see if he's got a brother there.
Oh yeah, there's gotta be more than one there. That'll be the best fish I've hooked today.
Not a bad one. That one will work. Oh, there we go. What is, oh, dadgummit.
Gonna bring him around there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a pretty one there. Come here, dude.
There you go.
Oh, we like that DOA. Ah. Beautiful little fish. Just messed up my boat.
He did.
God, they're pretty here, ain't they? See you, dude. Well, welcome back, folks. We've changed positions once again and just got a little light breeze, and what Aubrey said is you don't get a chance to fish these outside middle reefs that much, so that's what we're doing here basically, is just pitching these, and this is deep water reefs. And the reason is it blows here quite a bit sometimes, and you don't have the opportunity to do it, so that's why we're out here doing this today.
35 mile an hour is the norm.
I've been out here before where I put 3 drift socks out. Could be a good fish there. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on. There he is. That's a little better fish there, I think.
Come on, big girl, come on.
Yeah, that's a good little fish. He's pulling some drag out.
That's good.
I'm using this 7.9 today so I can reach out and touch him. Oh, what do we got there? A little bit of drag. I think it's a redfish.
I don't know. It kind of looks like a trout.
It does look like a trout.
Hey, I'm the eternal optimist, man.
Oh, good tug. Come on, baby. Let's see how big you are. See if you're net worthy.
Ah, it's a red.
Redfish. Oh, redfish.
Rojo.
Come here, Mr. Redfish. He sure ate it like a trout though, didn't he?
Yeah, I did.
Come here, dude. We're gonna
When you had him coming in sideways, that'd look like spots instead of dots.
Hey, there's only one way to live. That's a little bit dangerous. Oh man. There we go. Little redfish from Baffin Bay.
I got a decent fish on him.
You know, that's not a bad bycatch right there. You got one too?
Yeah, feels like a decent fish.
Let's get him off of there. T-Route?
Yeah, he's about 17, 18 maybe. Trout.
Man, that was a lot of work for that fish.
Worked up a sweat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 17.
There you go. Let's lift him up. I grab. What pound test you got?
Uh-oh.
About that pound test.
12.
Well, on that note, guys, stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Capt Aubrey Black right here in Baffin Bay. And brother, let me tell you, the heater is on in October down here. If y'all want to escape from up north, you get them cold fronts. And another thing, if y'all like the east coast of Florida around Mosquito Lagoon, Indian River, Banana River, where I'm come from, if you were to be transported instantly, bam, and head to Mosquito Lagoon, and you're looking in the water, absolutely no difference whatsoever. Salinity is a lot higher here, but it looks pretty much the same. Y'all stay tuned, we're gonna be right back. Capt Aubrey Black, we'll be right back. Woo! Oh, there we go.
Come on, baby. Is he hitting it or trying to make love to it? Hey, you get your money's worth.
Welcome back, folks. We've changed locations here on Baffin Bay, and still no wind. I mean, it is, I've never seen it like this. I've dreamed about seeing this place like this. Still got Capt Aubrey Black with us, and we're sweating, losing weight on the Baffin Bay weight loss program, but we are catching some fish. Aubrey, how long you been down here doing this?
Well, I've been guiding, going on my 13th year in Baffin Bay, and then I'm married to my wife who's going on her 16th year.
And the name of the new lodge is Baffin Bay Rod and Gun, right?
Right. We fish, and we also do a lot of hunting. Most of the hunting we do is dove and duck hunting. And our home burned down a year and a half ago in April. It's kind of been a tough row to hoe, but we're rebuilding right now, bigger, better.
Yeah, wait till y'all see the lodge that's going in right now. It is gonna be the prettiest lodge I've seen on Baffin Bay.
It's starting to take shape. You can really see what it's gonna be like and all the thought that went into it. We're really excited about that and about our future. We brought some really good guides on to help us out, and I think it's gonna be top notch.
It looks top notch. As far as it looks right now, it looks like it's gonna be top notch. There he is. That feels like a pretty good trout. Not a bad one. Come on, man. He had to hit it 5 miles out there.
Hey, you get your money's worth.
Well, after 30, 40 casts, he's a boxer, but we're gonna let him go. Yeah, pretty
You
fish.
wanna use net?
Nah, I'll lift him up. What a pretty fish.
Solid trout. It's about our average trout right there.
Well, big enough to eat a big old top dog like that.
That's it.
Then again, I have caught trout actually smaller than the Mirrolures I've been fishing with. Pretty wild. Beautiful Baffin Bay trout. Awesome. Pretty fish.
Pretty fish.
And they're getting bigger. Let's see if his granddaddy's out there. He's mullet tailing. Is that a mullet tailing?
Yeah, looks like it. Another decent trout.
He's getting bigger.
I mean, I don't know if there's hook any big ones or not, but there's decent fish in here. We got into a bunch of birds working one time, which we don't get very often because we don't have tide movement back here.
Yeah.
But we got into the birds one time, and it was in October, and the fish that we were catching were 24 to 28, and it was on every cast.
Now y'all's big fish here. I kind of judge in Florida, a 25-inch trout usually will weigh 5 pounds unless it's spawned out. And then you get a 26, you got 6 pound, 27, 7 pound. And you said your 30-inch trout here will rarely be at 10 pounds unless they're spawned?
Very rarely. Like I said, 25, 5 pound, 26, 6 pound. When you get to 27, that's when it's got to be 27 and a half really to weigh 7 pounds.
Yeah.
I've seen a handful of them that were legitimate 30-inch trout that weighed 10 pounds, but not too many. If it's going to be 10 pounds, it pretty much needs to be at least 31.
That's cool. So what do you think? We off this reef?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, brother.
We'll try another spot.
We're gonna re-rig, reposition. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with some more addictive fishing. Capt Aubrey Black right here in South Texas, man. Finally, on a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Rig It Right by Wright and McGill.
Folks, today I'm gonna show you what Capt Aubrey and I were using out there today in one of the most unique spots in the world I've ever fished in my life, here in Baffin Bay. I started off this morning, since it was nice, cool, calm conditions, throwing one of my favorite baits there. This is the Mirrolure Top Dog. It makes a nice rattle, it wakes them up out there. All you're trying to do is get a fish to see the bait out there. I make it slap the water, make it slurp the water, and just try to make it sound like an injured fish out there getting hit or whatnot. I was using the 7.9 Flats Blue today with a new 4,000 size prototype reel. It is one good reel, you heard it out there today. Later in the day, when the Topwater bite shut down, we went to the DOA soft plastics. I was throwing a 16th ounce trocar jig head with the DOA cow electric chicken in it. And let me tell you, everywhere I've ever thrown this lure right here, it works. We had them both rigged up with 15-pound test smackdown by Seagar. Awesome stuff. It's the smoothest line I've ever used. And since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we're throwing the pink Seagar 30-pound test. Worked really well. And now for one of the coolest things that makes Baffin Bay what Baffin Bay is. This is the serpulid worm rock. And if you can see those little tubes right there, those are the serpulid worms that form the petrified worm tubes that have turned into rock. But that about covers it. You ever get a chance to come down here, highly recommend it. One of the most beautiful spots in the world. Remember one thing though, every season starts right at Dick's.
Rig It Right by Wright and McGill.
That last ripple right there.
A little schoolie chasing it.
Yeah, he's chasing something there.
Popcorn shrimp.
Whether you like the topwater blow up or the thump, I'm a thump guy.
It don't matter as long as it gets on that hook. You say you don't get to fish these middle reefs like this much, huh?
No, it's usually blowing 35 miles an hour, as anybody that fishes in this area knows.
That's what I'm used to. As y'all can see, I'm not throwing the topwater anymore. I have switched now to what I call my $100,000 lure. Ooh, and something pulled its pants down. This happens to be the electric chicken color, and got about 150,000 reasons why I like that color.
The little paddle tail gets a nice, good vibration. You can fish it slow, let it flutter down, or whatever happened right there.
Look out now. That's a good one, whatever it is. I think it might be one of them big black drum, but he whacked it. Because I tell you what, if it's a trout, it might be competing. It could be competing.
Oh,
Come on, baby. Man, I set the hook on that thing. I thought I was on one of them rocks again, then it started going the other way.
gotta love it.
That's what we do it for, right?
Yes, sir.
Now that's the way a drag should sound.
And a smile on a television host is almost as good as a smile on a client.
Out here in the middle of Baffin Bay, I would never have thought to come out here. Years ago anyway. That redfish trail taught me a lot. Fixing to see him. It's a big red.
It looks like a redfish.
Nice redfish.
A bruiser one.
It is definitely a bruiser.
Come on up here, big girl.
Learned that one from Bill Dance. Thank you very much, Bill. There he is. Oh, look at that puppy. Man, he loves the bottom of this Skeeter, don't he? They get in that shadow and hide. There he is. You want to jump on the net and grab him on the
Sure.
net? I want to show this guy. Oh, look at that fish. It's amazing when a redfish gives up. He just lay over. That's not a bad redfish, huh?
Not too bad at all.
no matter where I go, I tell you what, redfish are one of my favorites, and it's just not because I've won a lot of money catching them during redfish tournaments. They are one of the most fun fish in the world to fight. They pull and pull and pull.
Gorgeous.
What a beautiful fish. That one is a perfect redfish, perfect specimen. Got one spot on each side, perfectly symmetrical, fights hard, and we're gonna release him so you guys can come back and catch this guy with Capt Aubrey Black.
You catch a trout that size, I'll kiss it.
You catch a trout that size. That'd be a knee shaker.
That's it.
And off she goes down.
That'll work, brother.
Aubrey, let me tell you something. I am so glad I got to come down here to Baffin Bay and do this fishing. There's gonna be a lot more fishing going on here today, but I think we're about out of time on the show. We have filled the boat, but we let everything go. We could have filled the boat. But y'all ever get a chance to come down here to Baffin Bay and fish, your place is gonna be finished in?
We're shooting for a Christmas opening right now.
A Christmas opening, so it'll done be open by the time y'all see this show. Highly recommend you come down fish with him and Captain Sally. You will not be disappointed. I think I put on 3 pounds there at Lodge so far to say. Appreciate it, brother.
You bet.
And
Enjoyed it.
Don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com, and we will see you next week.
Check out more footage from this show by logging on to addictivefishing.com for outtakes and bloopers.
Go, oh, we got him right there.
Over there's rocks, and back over there's the stick, and yes.
There he is. Ah, ladyfish.
How come Bill got his mouth open all the time now?